some good stuff away from that weekend? A couple of those teams coming in and beating them both.
Yeah, no, the numbers that really stick out: 24 assists and 6 turnovers. I really like seeing that. 24 assists on 32 baskets. The only time we, didn't move the ball was in that 5 minute stretch there where they went on the 15-2 run. We just took really bad shots and gave them a little momentum there, and it went from 13-2 to 19-15. I mean, we just took really bad shots, and I think we had maybe 5 assists on our first 6 baskets or something like that, and then we just really stopped moving the ball and took some bad shots.
Get after them in a timeout or something then to get everything on track.
Yeah, we mentioned that we didn't like those shots, and could get the ball moving again, and then our defense picked up a little bit again, but. Other than that 4 or 5 minute stretch there, I thought we played pretty good.
You think this weekend gives a little momentum to this group? You guys have kind of been a bit of malaise in the non-conference, but to get 2 wins like this over ranked teams.
It definitely doesn't hurt us, but they're at home, and now we got to go on the road. We didn't go to the Washington schools last year, but the year before, we had 2 poor performances, and so we've got to go and play. In fact, I'm thinking here, I don't think we've got a guy on our team that's won in Washington because none of them have been with us 4 years. So we're going to have our work cut out for us.
Taking a look at the weekend as a whole, what do you learn from this team and kind of positive versus negative?
Well, I think the positives, like I said tonight, the ball movement, points off turnovers, 23-4. That was the big advantage tonight. I continue to like the development of some of our players. Dylan Brooks was unbelievable offensively tonight, just making plays and moving the ball. No turnovers, 3 assists, missed 1 shot. So he was really good offensively. It's not a negative, but just how much room we have to grow into. I mean, our blockouts can get so much better. Our transition defense can get so much better. So it's kind of the exciting thing is, I think that if our guys will focus and really trust each other, we can get so much better in so many areas, and our ball movement can get so much better. Execution offensively can get so much better. So that's kind of the exciting thing. We're not even to January 1, and all the areas we can, work through January, work through February, and get better.
Coach, how do you like the dynamic of Chris Boucher coming off the bench like he's done these last 2 games?
We got to, we'll keep looking at it and decide. He didn't start because he didn't practice. So I don't know. We got right now 6 starters, 7 starters. And they all like to get their name called so they can do all the dancing and silly stuff they do. But someone's going to have to. Like I said, Dwayne Benjamin did that for us, and it helped our chemistry. Jason Cleese a few years ago, unbelievable, helped our chemistry. So, we probably will go with some different lineups, though, with big lineups, small lineups. I don't know if we'll ever get a set 5. We may change it up a little bit.
You guys just win with fueled by better defense or better offense?
Combination of the both. I thought, anytime you have 24 assists, 6 turnovers, it means, you've handled the ball well. And so that offensively, we didn't shoot it great, but we didn't shoot it bad. But defensively, 17 turnovers. They had one of the best assist to turnover ratios in the league. I'm not first, second, third, somewhere in there. And so, getting them to turn the ball over 17 times and that 23-4 advantage was definitely the difference in the game because they didn't get shots up, and we scored 23 points off those turnovers. So that's why the margin was so big.
Feels like the last 3 or 4 games you guys have been very efficient in sort of your fast break transition offense, more so than earlier in the season. When do you want the guys to push that tempo there? Or what are they supposed to look
Well, we're always supposed to be pushing it, and kicking it ahead, and seeing what we got. We got a couple early looks, tonight in that first little run there. Just kicking it ahead. Dylan Ennis, I remember. We kicked it up to him once, and we made some plays. But no, we wanna push the ball. We feel like if we can continue to develop some depth, that's a big advantage of us and for us. And if you look at our schedule, we play a lot of Thursday, Saturdays this year. In previous years, they had spread us out so much. Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. We played a lot of Sundays. I don't think we don't have a conference game on Sunday this year. So really gives us an opportunity. When we're playing back to back like that, we've got to have good depth, and hopefully that'll be an advantage with that team only having 1 day's rest too. If we can continue to develop our depth and continue to run.
Chris's outside shot hadn't really been falling, but you feel like he's still finding ways to impact the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you don't practice for 12 days, and then he took some quick ones. He took a quick one the other night. He didn't even get in the game. I know he wasn't even sweating yet, and he airballed it. And then tonight, he was jumping on those threes right away again. So you take those 3 threes out, and he was 5 for 6. He had a pretty good game inside. Just missing the free throws. He's a good free throw shooter, but that's, you miss 10 days, 12 days of practice, that's going to happen, and it's what happened to Dylan Brooks, missing all those days of practice. And there's a reason we go to practice every day. The guys don't believe it, and there's a reason you go to practice every day to get yourself prepared to play. And Chris took 10 days trying to get that ankle right, and then when he did practice the 2 days before UCLA, it was not much, half court a little bit, and then we didn't do much yesterday, so we didn't really get a chance. And so it just throws your rhythm off a little bit.
In the past, when Brooks has had high-scoring games like this, a lot of it has come from driving and then inside. A lot of his stuff today was kind of longer-range jump shots. What's he been doing to kind of hone in on that? That was probably the best shooting game he's had.
Yeah, no, 4 for 4 from 3. No, he spends a lot of time shooting the ball. He's in the gym a lot. We got a lot of guys. I know that you wouldn't know that from our stats, but we've got a lot of guys who get in the gym and spend a lot of time shooting threes. And if they take good ones, our percentages are going to improve. We started the season off bad, just searching for threes and taking really quick ones, and some of them, quite honestly, just bad shots. And the Baylor game comes to mind. We took so many bad shots early there, that just threw us out of rhythm. And it throws any shooter out of rhythm. You take a couple quick ones early and they don't go, and then you're pressing a little bit, and it doesn't help you. So Dylan spends a tremendous amount of time shooting the ball, and a lot of our guys do. And I think eventually, if we take better shots, that we'll become a much better three-point shooting team.
Danny, you had a really great career. Get your 7th win tonight. What does that mean to you to get that number and do it here at Oregon?
Well, I makes me think of all the players I've been fortunate enough to coach. First of all, you're talking about 32 years, so that's a lot of young men that have put up with me, and and I've worked at great schools, so I've been very fortunate there. And it's funny, you think back, all the guys that you've been fortunate enough to work with, and as any coach, you remember the 333 losses a lot more than you remember the wins. But it got started at a young age, and those 4 junior college teams I had were made up of almost all Division I players. And we had scrimmaged 4-year schools before the season started, and I don't think we ever lost. I had a Hall of Fame player the last 2 years, an NBA, Hall of Fame player. But those guys, they went to Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, took 3 of them to Kansas State with me. Then we went to the Final 8. You know, we had really good teams, really good players. So you go back a long time, and then, you know, we were very fortunate, you know, and got started young. I got that Marshall job at 30, so, you know, that you're fortunate. So anyway, it's been a lot of years, but really fortunate to have young men that will work with me, and, you know, hopefully we can keep growing. You know, we're just starting here. There's so much more we can build here, and tradition-wise, crowd-wise, player-wise, you know, but it takes time. We were at Creighton 16 years, you know, so it takes a while. I don't know if I got that many years left, but as many years as it takes, we hope to build something special here.
It's a strange schedule. You mentioned you go to Washington, but they don't play until Sunday, and you can kind of watch them, and then they're going to be on kind of a short rest. You guys will have more the way it worked out.
Yeah, no, you know, the schedule, you know, we've got a couple times where it hits us, but no, you just got to go play. They got a little more time at Christmas than we did. You know, I'd really like to let the guys stay home all of Christmas Day, but there was just no way we could, you know, giving them 4 days off, and we needed at least 3 practices, and, you know, 3 great practices that enabled us to make a jump for this weekend. But, you know, going into the week, there was 6 undefeated teams, and we helped Baylor get there, and we got 2 of them. So we'd played 3 of the 6 undefeated teams. So, but it was good to get these guys at home. And, you know, when we go back, there'll be 2 really tough games. You know, we got it going a little bit tonight, and, you know, Boatwright's not playing. One of their better players not playing, so that was a big plus for us too.